And a key requirement of that is the fact that you have to be a bona fide resident of Lagos State, which again, speaks to what you're asking, that you really wouldn't be able to access this fund if you are not certified to be a true resident of Lagos State. And therefore, that residency program is still part of our agenda. As I said, we had a layer to it to make it more effective, more efficient. And we're not just saying for adults this time around. It will be from age 0, to infinity. Everybody that lives in Lagos, every child that is born in Lagos, will have to be identified as a Lagos resident. And that's what the agency is doing now.
The dynamism of crime in every part of the world, even Lagos, is something that you try as much as possible to see how you can catch up and even catch up with. Looking at Lagos, and from the time we had the launch, giving the police a lot of equipment in November of last year till now, one wonders how much they've been able to do with some other recent development, and it's about courtesan, violent clashes from quarters to in the state with all sorts of names. And once we did a special on that, and is the Lagos State government aware of these groups, like the 1 Million Boys and so many of them, and what are they doing about it?
Yes, absolutely. We're aware. First thing to note is that, for a fact, between November and February of this year, we know for a fact that crime rate in Lagos has reduced by 65%. And the governor, did announce that at the last town hall meeting that we had at the town hall in...
What are the factors that brought down the figure?
Because the police have done more arrests. They have entered areas that they were not able to go into before because of the facilities, available to them now, because of the protection that they have themselves, because of the motivation that the donation of assets that we give to them, which of course also included looking after those officers and their families by way of insurance schemes, etc., themselves. There is any area in Lagos where you won't find our vehicles, the police vehicles, every time there is a major thing, which also happened, at Ikorodu, where the girls were, kidnapped, and of course at Mile 12. Almost immediately, you see the intervention of the patrol helicopters. You see the intervention of our officers, the rebranded RRS, because they know that even if something happens in the line of duty, their family will be,
If I may come in here, are the policemen, especially at the lower Keda, is the government involved in reorienting them? Because some of the residents of that area, Ikorodu area, talked about the fact that when this incident started, they reached out to a group of policemen around there, and they didn't get a response as they should. Is the government involved in reorienting the police?
Absolutely, but we must be careful in reading meanings into the type of information that we get. People will say all sorts, and you heard people saying that part of the fallout of what happened at Mile 12 was that there was problem at Ayorinde and a problem in Ogun State, and of course Lagos State and Ogun State government, came out to debunk that because it never happened. You will find all sorts, particularly on social media. You will hear all sorts from aggrieved people who think that every of their problem is the problem of government and the police. But of course we are, involved in reorientating, even the police officers. As I said earlier, the RRS has, have been rebranded. The police commissioner himself led the team, that went to Mile 12. People know what they need to do. In matters like this, of course, you have to apply a lot of wisdom. But we see that, tempers are still very, high, still rising, and people will say all sorts. But you see how Comm has returned to the place. You see how the intervention of the police, succeeded in bringing it down. That's how to judge how a government is responsive and responsible.
When my colleague asked the factors involved in bringing down the rate of crime, I was going to ask you how much of awareness the citizens have received to help bring down crime? Because it's not just the role of the police here. So how much of
Absolutely.
awareness is a Lagos resident, the average Lagos resident,
Yes.
how much awareness is he getting, or education is he getting to help in curbing this?
Absolutely. Sensitization program, advocacy. I mean, we have done quite a lot in that aspect. The police is doing quite a lot. We are unrelenting. We are reaching out to every Lagosian that this is not just about the police. This is not just about the government. This is, as much as, as it is about you.
The sensitization,
police, that's what I'm talking about.
In what form are you doing the sensitization?
Every form, on a daily, weekly basis. From the side of government in particular, we go out engaging because there's a whole lot of a whole department, saddled with that responsibility. At the ministry, for example, you see what we are churning out on radio, on TV, almost on a daily basis. We're also using the social media. The police have also, bought into technology, and now they have an app which they have sensitized people about, that you can download to say that rather than waiting to call 112 or 767, you can actually also reach the police, through this police security app, to give out information. So I believe that people are informed, people know what's going on. But again, the main challenge when it comes to information dissemination will be about those that are moving into Lagos on a daily basis. Those particularly that are not very literate, those who have no other job than to say, ride an Okada, So we have also devised another way of reaching out to them. Lagos won't turn people back, as you know. Lagos won't deport people if they are Nigerians, as you know, but at least it's our responsibility to say that these are the rules in Lagos. This is the law. Don't step, don't run afoul of the law, because this will be the consequences. So we're reaching out, we're communicating, we're speaking with them, and we engage with them on a daily basis. Every administrative center in Lagos has, an information directorate where people come on a daily basis, and they're given, materials. We play videos to them, we tell them, and in addition to directly engaging with all these communities, when people want to be cheeky, they might use the excuse of not being properly informed. But then when they want to register a certain thing, they will say, oh, because we had this on the radio, or we know this, or we met with you. So you need to be on top of, what people can do when it comes to how they relate with government.
On the final note, how's the mobile courts going?
Very well. And frankly, you will soon see that they will also move, towards that aspect. Because again, I mean, it's about reducing infractions when it comes to environmental laws, and of course traffic laws. And of course at that point, whether it's
can they stop someone who throws something out of the car while the car is moving?
Absolutely. Once they can, track you down, get you, you'll be tried.
So are the cameras functional?
Some of them
Security
are.
cameras on the roads.
The CCTVs?
Yeah.
No, we're going to refix them. We're going to fix them, And there's a whole project on that, actually, which you will see, this year, that Lagos is ready.
Are you thinking of including some of the schools into the CCTV program?
We will have to do
with the new development.
We will have to do that, particularly those that are on the periphery.
We need to watch them.
We will need to.
Are you also going to, is the state going to encourage homes to see whatever they can do, put in some cameras around,
absolutely,
work with state government on that?
Oh, certainly. You know what we did with the Light Up Lagos project? What the governor said was that if individuals, if individuals are ready to pay for, such, a street light, or encourage, payment, that will fund, what is going on, you get a reduction on your Land Use Charge Act, or even a total exemption for a particular period if you key into certain, that sort of project. So we can see that's being applied to CCTVs and security. In private schools in particular, key into it. I believe that sort of a reward system can also be used there.
All right, then all the best. Steve Ayorinde is the Commissioner for Information and Strategy in Lagos. Thank you for coming on this morning.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
All right, there you go. That's a look at security in Lagos. But we will be back in a minute. Don't go away.